I spent hundreds of hours researching and reading productivity books, so you don't have to. I compiled all of the information that I learned, and I came up with the top 3 productivity tips that will increase your productivity instantly. These 3 things that I compiled are things that I do every single day to make sure my days are extremely productive. Let's get productive AF. Okay, so the first thing that I do every day that you should do as well is take 5 to 10 minutes every day and make and organize your to-do list. Start by writing out everything that you need to do and things that you want to do every day. Chores, errands, things that you would find enjoyable. It doesn't matter if it's taking your cat to the vet. It doesn't matter if it's depositing a check. It doesn't matter if it's you want to go to the gym, you want to watch a show. Write down everything again that you have to do and things that you want to do in one list. I do this with hot coffee in the morning and it helps me wake me up and just take everything out of my head and put it on paper. So I no longer have to remember all the things I may have to do or things that I want to do. I start with the things that I have to do, and then I ask myself, Zach, what do you want to do today? There are obviously things you have to do, then things you want to do can go on that list as well, and you could potentially do all of them or at least some of them. They all belong on that list. Next is you should prioritize them on things you have to do, things you should do, and things you want to do. This makes it much easier later to start to prioritize and make sure you do the things you have to do first, and the should do things, and then the things you want to do, you can still do, but they're less important, right? So this helps prioritize if you take every item and you categorize them into one of those 3 buckets. For me, I use something called the Eisenhower matrix to help prioritize these things. And it's so helpful just to visualize in a matrix with 4 quadrants where things go. So for instance, one quadrant is must do, one is should do's, and one is want to do's. And it's easy to see what you should do first or what you should do next throughout the day. Next, what you should do is you go through these and you say, are they big, medium, or small things? Small things are like making the bed, making coffee, putting away some laundry. Medium things take maybe 30 minutes and larger things takes over an hour. Larger projects, creating slide decks, large errands that you have to do. Maybe it's a deep clean of your apartment. So then you're left with a list that again is prioritized and estimations around how long these things take. And remember, a to-do list isn't just about things you have to do that you're forced to do. It's a list of things that you need to do, but also it's a list of things that you want to do. Adding fun things like going to the gym, watching your favorite show, even taking a nap makes a to-do list feel like things that you're in control of and things that benefit you now and in the future. I guarantee out of these 3, if you just do that one thing and make your to-do list every morning, it'll help you feel more at ease around the things you have to do and things that you want to do. And it'll immediately make your days so much more productive. All right, the second thing that would increase your productivity is taking a nap. I know. It doesn't seem like it makes sense. Taking a nap is one of the most productive things you can do. And here are some facts to actually convince you why. According to a Harvard study, naps help consolidate short-term memories into long-term storage and can actually significantly boost declarative memory, which is facts and knowledge, and procedural memory, which is skills. According to a study by NASA on long-haul pilots, a 10 to 20 minute nap can actually restore mental sharpness and reaction time. Their alertness actually improved by 34% and performance by 16%. Mayo Clinic states that naps reduce levels of cortisol, which is your stress hormone, and boost serotonin, making you actually feel calmer and more emotionally balanced. Taking a nap, especially in the middle of the day, acts as like a mental reset button. Imagine that you wake up and you do all these things, you start working, you're doing these tasks, you have lunch, you start to feel that dip, right? When you take a nap, imagine it resetting towards the second half of your day. You could be more productive again, you're well rested, you're alert. It actually is scientifically proven, as we just stated with these facts, to help improve your productivity over the course of the entire day. Also, naps don't have to be 2 hours or 3 hours. They're really not supposed to be. Naps are really supposed to be pretty short. If it's longer than that, then you're getting into the full sleep cycle. In fact, if you are not a nap person, or you say you're not, and you wake up feeling groggy, it's because of sleep inertia. What sleep inertia is it's actually when you wake up from deep sleep or REM sleep, and you're not supposed to be waking up during those sleep phases. So it's best to wake up during light sleep phases. So if you want a general rule of thumb about waking up during light sleep phases, only take naps in increments of 20 minutes or 90 minutes. 45 minutes is okay too, but 20 and 90 is golden. This is because when you wake up after 20 minutes, you're not right into deep sleep or REM sleep yet. And 90 minutes is a full cycle. So you go through light sleep and deep sleep and REM, and then you're back in light. So again, if you're going to take a nap, 20 minutes or 90 minutes, highly recommend getting used to that 20-minute nap. It doesn't affect your day as much as a 90-minute nap, and it still can get you a lot of the benefits. Also during your nap, don't think of it as I didn't fall asleep, I didn't get benefits. Even shutting your eyes and resting has so many benefits without you going into a deeper state of sleep. Here's another tip for a 20-minute nap. Drink a cup of coffee right before taking that nap. And what it will do is you'll actually feel well rested and energized when you wake up. That's because it takes caffeine 15 to 20 minutes to actually hit your. So when you drink a cup of coffee, you lay down, you fall asleep, in 15 to 20, you'll actually wake up and feel energized because the caffeine is hitting you as you wake up. It's just a little trick to make naps easier if you're not a big napper. All right, the third trick is to take that to-do list that you made earlier and you actually try to accomplish the easiest, smallest tasks you possibly can in the morning. These tasks, when doing them and accomplishing them, will give you a dopamine hit, increasing your motivation as well as your momentum heading into the day. Things like making your bed, things like walking the dogs, drinking a glass of water, making coffee, getting dressed. Any of those is super beneficial to give you a ton of momentum. These quick wins actually also give you a boost in executive functioning, which is the way that you prioritize and manage your tasks throughout the day. With some quick wins, your to-do list is also reduced, making it much easier to view, see, and prioritize the rest of your to-do list. I mean, think about it. If you have 10 things on your to-do list and you're reading through what do I do next and there are 10 things here, it's harder. But if you immediately get rid of 3 of the easiest ones, not only will it give you momentum, then now you're looking at 7 things to prioritize. And as you mark things off, whether it's on paper or an app such as TickTick, which I highly recommend, by the way, it'll actually make it so much easier to prioritize the remainder of the things throughout the day that you have to do, should do, and want to do. Once those small, easy tasks are done, it's time to tackle the bigger tasks, the things that you must do that are medium or larger tasks. And the reason for this is because you have the momentum, your executive functioning is now boosted and working, you have less on your to-do list, and typically people do better work around 10 a.m. to noon. So it makes more sense to accomplish the really easy ones first, then do the must-dos that you have to do for that day that are harder. And then you have more room throughout the day to do things that you want to do, and things are a little bit easier if you're feeling a little more tired or exhausting from earlier in the day. At this point, all of your easy tasks are done. Your harder must-do tasks are done. Now your to-do list is down to 2, 3, 4 things. Hopefully a lot of these are things that you want to do or things that may be more manageable to do that take place after work. And that's kind of the third thing and the third tip that I would give you in terms of being really, really productive. So again, you started the day creating this to-do list for 5 to 10 minutes and everything there. It's a brain dump. You organize them by how hard they are and how big they are, and if you have to do them that day. And then you potentially take a nap in the middle of the day to make sure your productivity continues to increase, make sure you're able to do these tasks throughout the day. And then if you start with the smaller ones in the beginning of the day, go into the harder ones and the ones you must do. The remainder of the day is easy street. You're only doing things that you want to do and things that you're excited about doing, like watching shows, going for a run, and things that are more enjoyable throughout your day. There are so many productivity tricks out there and things that may work for some and not for others. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below if you want to put them. I'd love to learn more productivity tricks, and I'm excited to talk about other ones as well on this channel throughout the process. I guarantee if you do these 3 things, you'll feel way more in control about your day. Your brain will be lighter, and most importantly, you'll feel productive AF.